Coach DeMarco, when you started at Geneva College, did you ever think that you would be getting set to begin your 20th season on the sidelines heading up the Golden Tornadoes?
With starting in Geneva in '93 as a head coach, the very first thing I did, had to run back into the field house to get the footballs because I forgot them to get the officials to kick off. So after that first game, I didn't know if I'd last the season, but that happened. And the answer is, I actually believe that this thing could work. As coaches, and these guys around this room are some of the best in the profession, you take a job and you take it like it's going to be the one you're going to be at forever. And you focus on the day, you focus on the fact that it's now, you focus on the fact that we're blessed, in an economy and in a culture right now where there are a lot of people unemployed, and there are a lot of people going to work every day, not doing what they love. As coaches, we get to do what we love. We get to work with young people, and the beauty about Division III football is that it's more than just the money at the gate. And these guys that are here today that we're going to honor are kids that we get an opportunity to invest in, and it's about their development. So, in short, yes, I'll be happy when my four daughters graduate from Geneva. That'll be probably the proudest day as a coach.
Coach, I want to ask you about your two-quarterback system and why it's been so effective for you. Can you talk about what each guy brings to the table when it comes to Rocco Colavecchia and our guest here today, Zack Hayward?
Well, quite frankly, the two best kids we got on the football team happen to be at the same position. So for the first time in over 20 years as a college coach, we're in this two-quarterback thing. And really last year it came about because of necessity. We had one guy banged up, and we had to insert someone else. So bottom line, it's no secret. One can run, one can throw. The truth of the matter is they both can throw and they both can run, and they both can catch the ball. So it makes for a lot of fun, and I know all the people, especially media, that like all the points scored and all the offense and all that kind of stuff that coaches hate. It's a nice storyline, but the bottom line for us at Geneva, even though Zach's here, is a tremendous young man, and Rocco's just an outstanding kid, is it comes down to defense, and it'll always be about defense.
Zach, we're going to ask you a question now. Just want to ask a little bit, what did you and your team learn last year about the President's Athletic Conference after going through the first year as a full member in 2011? Maybe just talk a little bit about that.
Every game you have to be ready to play. Every Saturday, every team is very competitive, and everyone wants that same goal, is to win the championship. And every team takes every Saturday as if that's a championship. So if you sleep on one Saturday, you're going to be upset.
Zach, we asked Coach a little bit about the two-quarterback system. I'm interested in hearing what you might have to say about the advantages to the two-quarterback system.
Definitely brings a more versatile offense to the table. Obviously, Rocco's a great quarterback, and he brings a lot to the table that I would like to, and vice versa. And I'd like playing receiver. I'll play receiver, and he feels the same way. We both know that we want to win the championship, and we're both very competitive. So we're on the same page most of the time. And no matter what position we're playing, we both want to win.
Zach, I'm going to ask one more question. You started your career at Mount Union and transferred to Geneva. What was it about Geneva that was attractive enough for you to attend Geneva, and was it a difficult transition?
It wasn't difficult at all. I know Coach DeMarco, and I've known a lot of the coaching staff for a while, and I've known a lot of the players. Growing up 10 minutes from Geneva helps. And already having relationships with both players and coaches made it a very easy transition. And I'm very competitive, and I know Coach DeMarco is very competitive on and off the field, in the classroom and on the field. So I knew that was a great fit for me. And as soon as I came back to Geneva, I knew I was at home.
Coach, your defense seemed to play its best football at the end of the season in 2011. What do you think about carrying some of that momentum over into the 2012 campaign?
Well, being in this thing for over 20 years, I learned a lot last year. I learned more as a football coach last year than any year. And I found out that if you put good players on one side of the ball, that side of the ball usually is better. It's that simple. And we made a decision to move a couple kids to the other side of the football, and guess what happened? We got better on the other side of the ball. So it's been no secret that for years we would try to find our best kids and put them on the defensive side. But somehow, some way, I talked to a bunch of people, thought I was a guru, and we needed to kind of convolute that philosophy and got ourselves into a bunch of trouble. So last year, learned that as a head coach, you got to stick with what you know and who you are. You got to be authentic. And we're a program, we're in Beaver Falls, we're in Beaver County, there's no flair about what we're doing. We got to stop people, we got to run the football. So you put your good people on defense, and that's the way you win. And when you don't, you get your butt kicked, and that's what happened to us at the beginning of the year.
Last question, Coach. How important do you think it's going to be for your team to start quickly this season, playing the first 3 games and the first 5 of 6 on the road?
Yeah, the one thing that we have done over the years at our place is our kids will finish. They know how to finish. We coach them to finish. We just don't talk about it. We practice it. We ingrain it in their mind. The one thing that we haven't coached is getting off to a great start. And that rests with me. That's a fault. That's something I had to learn the hard way. And nothing will make you learn like going through a very difficult period. When you're on 4 men, and some of you coaches have never experienced that, may never experience it, you realize something isn't right, and you got to look at the man in the mirror. And the bottom line was, we got to coach our kids. When it's time to play, it's time to play. And it's not their fault. It wasn't their fault. It was mine.